What is happening, Spook Junkies? I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. Ours was a blast, but it was just a little too short. As you know, we had the grandkids over this weekend. Ever since COVID-19, we haven't really got to see much of them, and it was great to see them. And I can't believe how smart, how big they've gotten. Anyway, we had a blast with the time that we had. You know, we played some Uno and stuff, and talked and goofed around. But it was just too short. Weekend was just way too short. But hey, it is what it is. They're going to be leaving, I believe, on Friday, and we're going to miss them greatly, especially around the holidays. That's going to be the worst part. But, we got to deal with it, right? Anyway, we'll go out and visit them, and they'll come out and see us, I'm sure. So as soon as they get established and get all set up, we'll probably figure out a time that we can get out there. So, but anyway, with that being said, this video is not your typical paranormal video. Well, actually, it's not a paranormal video at all, but it is scarier, probably even scarier than a paranormal video. You'll see what I mean here in a second. Anyway, I'm not sure if you know, this it's called Randonautica. It's a Randonautica app. Now, I'm not sure if you know what that is. Think about geocaching. Remember those apps that came out? I believe it was like mid 2000s, somewhere around there, where there would be coordinates set on a map, and you would have to go follow those coordinates to a treasure, a small treasure, or whatever it might be. Now, whether people took that treasure or actually left it there, I have no idea. I don't know how that worked, but I'm sure people being people, they snagged it. But, who am I to judge, right? Well, think of that, but on a creepier, scarier level. That's what Randonautica is. And this video by one of my favorite YouTubers, Chills, did a wonderful job on doing this, putting this video together. So it's called 10 Most Scariest Randonautica Videos. And we're just going to get right to it. I hope you guys have an awesome week ahead. And let's do this right now.
Is an app where you think of something
And
that
let
you
me put
want
my
to
headphones
see,
on. Creepy
and
doll
this
right in the
app will
beginning.
give
Look at
you
that.
nearby GPS coordinates to find it, but sometimes they are way more scary than what you were ready for. Number 10. A TikTok user by the name of Baddest Bunny on the Block uses Randonautica in search of creepy stuff with a story to tell. The TikTok app takes them to one of the scariest Randonautica finds on this list. By a river near a bus station, they find a discarded tarp by a mound of freshly dug earth. Under the blue tarp is a shredded black trash bag, inside of which they find a shovel and an object covered in red. Before you think they put this here themselves, consider the fact that she calls the police, who take interest in the scene and actually collect evidence instead of shrugging it off. Based on their reactions, I think she might be onto something.
Okay, now you see what's going on here, right? Well, obviously, she called the cops. Okay, good. That's good. She did. But 2020 is already screwed up, right? Now they have apps that take you to God knows where. I mean, literally this app can take you anywhere. There could be, I don't think there's any vetting at all with this app. I'm going to do a little bit more research on it, but I'm pretty sure that anybody can, just put up a random location, put something there or whatever, and that's part of the whole deal, right? Now, we have a sad amount of missing children in this world. Kids. Not just children, but kids and adults even. They're going missing. How this app ever took off has got me baffled. I mean, there is no way I would have my son or anybody doing this. I mean, there could be serial killers out there using this app. See what I mean? Luring these kids off into God knows where. I mean, it's just unbelievable that people are doing this. I mean, it's like they have no regard for their safety whatsoever. Okay, small rant. I'm gone. I'm gonna continue.
Number 9. Steve Ronan knows firsthand how scary randonauting can be and says the Randonautica app is not to be taken lightly based on his experiences. He and Josh tell Randonautica that they want to manifest something dark and twisted in their exact words and let the app tell them where to explore. Through the woods is where they are told to go.
Okay.
A mysterious light in the woods.
So there you go. See, you can do a search for that. Why would you search for that?
Leads them to a pentagram painted on a tree.
Oh,
a
lovely.
symbol that's as dark
that's
and twisted as it gets, and it's only the beginning. Randonautica takes them to an abandoned house, and the same unexplained light is right there with them. It remains the same size no matter how close they get. The light takes them to the backyard where it goes behind an object at 16 minutes and 50 seconds, so it's not coming from their equipment at all. Also, while they are exploring the area, this ghostly figure appears in the screen window. Tell me if you see it. It looks kind of like a face with two hands. While exploring the abandoned house, they see the face of another ghost in the hallway. At 21 minutes and 29 seconds, it's in front of the railing and looking down. That's when they hear the scariest sounds of all.
We were using an app called Randonautica.
Police calling for them to come out and explain themselves. Number 8. A YouTube channel called Exploring with Eric relies on Randonautica to show them the scariest place they've ever seen, and it doesn't let them down.
Oh yeah.
They soon find themselves at the end of a long dirt road with multiple signs, and one of them is a warning. Google wasn't able to translate the wording perfectly, but apparently this sign says that the property is owned by a dangerous witch who has eyes on them at all times. If someone could tell me the full message, I would really appreciate it. They find two fences lined with creepy dolls. Some of the dolls are burned and have parts missing, as if they were used for black magic rituals before being placed on display as a warning for all to see. It must have taken a lot of time and dedication to collect so many dolls, and I wouldn't be surprised if the children who own them are being kept somewhere.
Now, have you seen me kind of smiling at some of this twisted stuff? It's not me smiling at the twisted stuff. This guy, this guy's voice just, I'm going to get used to it. I vowed that I will get used to it. Okay. So just bear with me. Okay.
Somewhere nearby. At the end of the road, they find 3 homemade mannequins wearing old clothes that could be scarecrows for a small garden, or more ritual props.
Oh, of course. It's gotta be it. Well, it looks like a cool game, though.
Something looks weird about the one on the left. When they get closer, since I don't see any crops, I don't think it's a garden. The way this is all set up looks more like a memorial, if anything. I wouldn't be surprised if some passed on individuals were buried below the earth here, and I don't think I want to find out. A little farther up the trail, they find this old shack that looks more like a place to hold somebody, or something creepy like that, rather than a place to live. They are about to explore the shed when they feel distant eyes upon them and go running. I have to say, that seems like the right choice. Number 7. A Pasco, Washington couple wants to get really scared, so together they concentrate deeply on finding a human through the Randonautica app, which takes them to a random dumpster on a hot summer day. They peel back the lid and find a single trash bag that looks full. By now they are sufficiently terrified that they might have actually found something disturbing with Randonautica, and so they close the lid without exploring what's inside. After all, there's no need to call the police if you don't actually see anything. Number 6.
Good call.
The Everything Paranormal show gets in on the scary Randonautica video craze and goes randonauting with paranormal creepy stuff in mind.
They can keep that craze. I'll never do that.
My intent was paranormal creepy.
The TikTok app takes him to a random address, and he waits for some creepy stuff to begin, which it most certainly does.
We've got, like I said, this dude's checking me out. I wanted something creepy. Yeah. This dude's just standing here, freaking staring at me.
Before he knows it, somebody is standing near his
Exactly.
car. They're not moving, just staring him down. To be fair, what to him is a creepy man could just be someone wandering who is in their parking space. But even when he leaves, the man is standing completely still, simultaneously staring at nothing in particular and everything all at once. Number 5.
All right.
Amanda and her friends want to see if randonauting is really a thing, and so they do something clever that I haven't seen in any other Randonautica videos. They write down what they want to see and never say it out loud just in case the app is listening in. They concentrate on finding a rainbow because they think that this object would be the last thing to be able to creep them out. They were wrong. Randonautica helps them find this unforgettable experience that has them screaming in their car.
Now that would.
It's a multicolored rainbow fence, followed by a real one not too long after.
Alright.
That
That
can't
is
just
freaking
be
weird.
a coincidence, right?
I didn't know it did that.
Number 4.
thought you had to type it in or
Here's a
something.
video that shows how Randonautica can be scary
creepy.
without even trying. A YouTuber named Nolan goes randonauting with his friends in search of the color orange.
I think it's like some demon creating apps, you know. Some fallen angel or something is working at this place creating apps.
The app takes them to 2 orange cones, no problem.
You see that?
Cones. Orange cones.
They are weirded out but not entirely convinced, so they decide to go randonauting for something more obscure that would be creepier to find, like the number 4.
So we're doing a number.
Yeah, okay.
4.
So,
4.
Not only do they find the number 4 prominently etched into a concrete handrail, but get this, the location that's given to them to find the number 4
It's 4 minutes away.
is exactly 4 minutes away. Now they are getting creeped out and concentrate on a color that's hard to find in the countryside at night. The color blue. Not only does Randonautica take them to a pack of blue gum, when they go back to their car, they find out they were parked by an empty energy drink with blue lettering this whole time.
Wow. You know, I know a little bit about Hebrew type of lettering and writing. If you were to look it up, Monster uses this, see those letters, you know, the 3 blue lines? Got like a little tail on the tops of them. That's actually a number. 666. Look it up. Some freaky stuff. Anyway, yeah, this app is already freaking me out.
Number 3. A YouTuber named Mia
Ooh, my
Cole
favorite candy
has
bar.
what she
Well, one of 'em.
describes as one of the scariest Randonautica experiences ever. That doesn't begin until she's come home from a
that's
long day of randonauting. Earlier that day, the TikTok app took her to a location where there was a weird windmill by the woods. She didn't find anything else odd, but this is where something odd might have found her. More than a few people have pointed out how, later that night, a weird pair of glowing eyes appear to be watching Mia Cole from the window. It could be a cat or something, but
Yeah.
if the viewers are correct, it could just as easily be something that followed Mia Cole home from the woods, something that wants to get in. Number 2. A YouTuber named Jake Carlini and his friends all want
Hey,
to experience
paisano.
creepy Randonautica moments, so they summon the scariest thing that comes to mind, forest clowns.
We're all gonna think about clowns.
Oh,
The
yeah.
app takes them
No.
randonauting to a
Now, if
scary
you remember-
location in the woods that creeps them
Now, you remember last in, I don't know what video it was. I don't know if it's the 3rd, 4th video, somewhere around there. I talked about exactly about this. About clowns don't bother me at all if they're in the setting that they're supposed to be in, like at a circus or a festival or, you know, a carnival, something like that. In the middle of a forest, no. Definitely no. And I definitely would not be going out there.
them out even in broad daylight. A bird calls overhead, but listen closely, and you'll hear creepy noises coming from deeper in the woods.
Do you guys hear that?
Circus music, to be precise.
I hear circus music.
oh my god.
It's not like an ice cream truck would be driving out here, so there's no reason for scary sounds to be playing in the middle of the woods. They leave before they can get a clown sighting on video,
smart.
but maybe they'll go exploring there again one
These people are
day.
getting smart about
I've
shit.
got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because
Already
I
did.
upload 4 new
Already did.
scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my
As long as it's not
Instagram
like that
at
picture.
DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1.
Well, first we gotta go through an ad, though.
A YouTuber named Noah
looks like the guy from the
DB5
Monkees.
hopes to find creepy haunted places to explore around his campus,
probably wouldn't know
and
about
so
that.
Randonautica takes him to a
it
nearby
up.
cemetery, but not just any cemetery.
Oh god, there's more screaming as we're approaching the graveyard.
A cemetery
You know what
with
that tells
scary
you.
screaming noises at night, and later on while exploring a different area, he hears the same scary noises again, this time from deeper within the woods.
Okay guys, hold on. I'm not kidding. Something from the forested area, we're hearing noises right now. I hope it happens again because it's right by the river. So it could... What is that, dude?
This sounds like it could be some kind of wild animal to me, but other people are saying that this could be a mysterious creature like the Rake, and that he is most likely
The
being
Rake?
followed. Noah has asked if you would subscribe to his channel and check out his other videos like this one. These are the scariest videos that messed me
Okay,
up
so I
after
guess
watching
that's it, huh?
them. Some for days, and some for a lifetime.
Maybe we'll have to check out some of those videos. All right, so we're gonna pause that. Okay, well, that's the end of it right there. So, Randonautica. Don't get that app. Don't subject you. I mean, some of this stuff that I've been seeing, I mean, it looks fairly harmless, but I mean, there's just too much can go wrong. You know, especially if you get the wrong people doing this. Like, most of these people were pretty darn smart. They'd heard the clowns, they heard the music, and they left. But there are a lot of people out there that wouldn't leave. They'd go out there, you know. And that, to me, well, we don't need any more missing people in this world. So anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was different. I don't have to say that. And I will look at some of those other videos this guy was just talking about and maybe post some of those sometime this week. Anyway, guys, take care and have an awesome week ahead.